Hello, Virgo. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a reading on behalf of the Divine Masculine here and taking a look at what they are thinking, feeling when it comes to their heart space. So, this is a reading for the Divine Feminine here tuning in. General, as always, it will not resonate with every single person. So, please do take from it what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, I will include a link to the decks and creators that you do see here today. And cross-watchers always welcome. So Virgo, let's begin. Let's take a look and see, starting with these two decks. And I am focusing more so on those of you who are in separation or going through some sort of challenge in your relationship. So this deck here by Fire Witch Tarot is the Divine Love and Separation deck. I have combined volume 1 and 2 of the Twin Flame Messages deck by Mystic Moon. So let's go ahead and grab some messages from each deck here, probably 2 or 3, to get the conversation started when it comes to this masculine that you are focused on for this reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. All right, so what's the masculine thinking? I'm guided to this one. Even though we aren't together, I still feel like you're right next to me. So my feminines, your masculine is still feeling your energies. All right, I'm guided to this one here. Look at this. Returning. Don't be upset with me. I'm coming back. Oh my goodness. So they're still feeling your energy and they want to return, is what this masculine is saying. So the masculine that you are thinking about for this reading wants to return. All right, let's go ahead and grab a couple more cards here. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo. Let's grab a couple more messages. I'm guided to this one. I'm just doing what I have to do right now, okay? So yes, they want to return, but maybe right now is just not the right time for your masculine. But I mean, clearly they're already indicating here that they want to come back. But maybe right now they've got some other things that they need to work on, perhaps themselves. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this one. My mind and heart always comes back to you. Such beautiful sentiments from the masculine here. Okay, so they're definitely still feeling your energies, feminine. They want to come back. And just the verbiage, how it's phrased, don't be upset with me, I'm coming back. So maybe there are situations for some of you where this masculine is kind of feeling that you haven't forgiven them for something they've done, or you're still upset, and that by reaching out and wanting to come back that you would be mad or upset. So, we'll see if the rest of the reading brings that up, but that's what I'm getting from that. And my mind and heart always comes back to you. So no matter what, no matter where they are, no matter where life has taken them, since you guys have gone into separation, it always comes back to you, feminine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add to this with the Mystic Moon Oracles. And I've mentioned this in my other readings. I believe she has changed the name of this deck. I don't know what it's called. This is, I guess, one of the first editions I purchased, but it's the one with the flaming heart. This is by Mystic Moon. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, Virgo, what else you need to know when it comes to this connection with your masculine. So it's whoever represents the masculine energy, man or woman. All right, so let's see. What are they thinking, feeling? Well, they're reinventing themselves, so that's good. They're really working on themselves, which I kind of get that from this card. I'm just doing what I have to do right now. So they're working on themselves, just like I said, and doing whatever they need to do in order to come towards you as a better person. You guys had a tower moment, though, which is why you went into separation, destruction, cycles that needed to end, okay, in order to make way for new cycles. Now, this is interesting, Virgo, because this reminds me of the Hermit card in Tarot, solitude, okay? So this is your own vibe right here. So maybe right now you are in solitude, just kind of doing your own thing, spending time on your own, going within, trying to figure things out, trying to clear your head, clear your mind, and maybe your masculine is doing the same thing. You could be reinventing yourself too. Look at that. We've got a soulmate connection, and then we have mirroring. So whether you identify more with a soulmate bond or even a twin flame connection, this mirroring card kind of reminds me of that, with that mirror soul type energy for some of you. But it's a very special connection that's coming through here. And then we have purge. So I kind of feel with this message that this destruction, representing for me that tower moment, it definitely did purge things out that needed to go. Something wasn't working here when it comes to this connection. So this tower came in and leveled out those things that perhaps were not good for this relationship. So let's dig a little bit deeper and see what that is. So I'm going to pull from my Silhouettes deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What else do we need to know when it comes to the Divine Masculine? What else? What do we need to know? We've got divination, okay? So this card says sometimes it's best not to know. Trust and believe that what's meant to find you will. Exactly. And I mean, I'm a Virgo myself, and obviously I do readings. So whenever I want to find something out, I do a reading for myself too. And perhaps that's why you're turning to readings such as mine. And sometimes you just need to take a step back. Take a step back from getting advice and just trusting that what's meant for you when it comes to this connection, it will return. Okay? It's going to come back. Clearly, the masculine is letting you know, feminines, they want to return. But, you know, this is the universe's way of wanting you to trust that what's meant to find its way back to you will. We have a broken feminine here, okay? So maybe when this destruction and tower moment happened, it really hurt you. It broke your heart. And maybe that's why you just feel that you need to be in solitude in the meantime. Now, this isn't going to apply to everyone. I'm just kind of getting with the progression of these cards. We have a bride here. So for some of you guys, this could have been a marriage that ended in divorce or a separation. Because right next to broken feminine and bride, that's just kind of what I'm getting for some of you. And it does indicate here that perhaps your spouse will be returning, you know, and maybe they do know that you're upset with them. But there's a cycle here that needs to phase out in order to make way for a new cycle. That's what I'm getting from that. And also, part of the healing that needs to happen here could lead you down a road with your masculine where you guys get married someday. I mean, that's a possibility too. Let's see what else. Yes, for me, this is a card of having productive conversations where you guys are actually listening to each other. You know, not just stating your case, but actually listening to what the other person is saying. And it does say, talking is not enough if we see right through each other without actually hearing what we're saying. Okay? We have illumination. Your love has paved the way for me to return to the only love I've ever known, the only love I'll ever want forever. You see, that's the second time that that word has come up in this reading. Return. They want so badly to come back. Let's see what else. Reality. Your masculine's reality. It hurts being here without you, you see. It hurts them just as much as this separation has hurt you, feminines. And then we have full bloom. Love takes time to develop. It doesn't happen overnight. If nurtured, that love can grow into something beautiful. So we're focusing on those who more than likely are not together and having some major challenges in a partnership here. And your masculine, my feminines, is telling you this is going to take some time, but it can bloom once again. It can turn into something beautiful again. So try not to be upset with me. I want to come back. That is what your masculine is wanting to tell you right now. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this. We're going to grab some tarot. I'm going to use my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. So if you are not familiar with this deck, it's one that I created especially for beginners. I could just speak for myself because when I first started learning how to read tarot, I sucked at it. Like, seriously. I was like, what does that card mean? Like, oh, I gotta look that up, you know? So I figured, let me make it easier on those who really want to learn. And so therefore I created this deck where it's got upright and reversed meanings. You don't have to guess what it means. It's right there. It makes it super easy to learn. And then it'll help you to graduate to more traditional decks where you don't need the words, you know? And so I just wanted to create something a little bit different as well. And so this particular deck, it does have some new oracle messages, new court cards, in addition to all of the traditional tarot messages that we're all familiar with. All right, so let's take a look and see here, Virgo. What else? The Three of Swords. Okay, so before I flipped it, it was like this. So I'm just kind of feeling that this is wanting to come up in the reverse. So swords is air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So that could be your person. That could be your masculine. So in the upright, it does represent a love triangle, and that could have been the reality for some of you. But it was, I feel, coming up in the reverse, which I actually love, because in the reverse, it's about recovery. It's about forgiveness and moving on from the past and whatever caused that tower to come down. It is releasing pain. It's reconciliation. Okay? And so all of these energies from the reversed version of the Three of Swords is actually a good thing, because this is a part of the healing process that's helping you guys to come back together. Love that. Okay, what else? What else? We do have the Eight of Swords here, okay? So maybe your person, if this is the masculine's energy here, maybe right now, because this is someone who's been silenced, they could also be feeling powerless to do anything. You know, a lot of the energies of the Eight of Swords, it's all mental and in feeling like they're trapped, like they can't do anything about it, or they're afraid and feeling anxious to actually return. Because again, don't be upset with me. So it could be the fact that they know that you aren't open to them reaching out right now, which is why maybe they're just kind of doing their own thing, working on themselves in the meantime. So eventually they're going to have to get out of this Eight of Swords energy and to realize that there is possibly the opportunity for recovery here. And maybe you are in this vibe of wanting to forgive, you know, so a part of their fears might actually be holding them back. Because again, in the reverse, Three of Swords, reconciliation is possible. And then we've got, look at this, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Cups. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. I love all of these cards. We've got the Yellow Rose. We've got the Lovers, which is Gemini specifically for some of you. We've got the Pink Rose. I love these cards. Temperance. And lastly, the Chariot. Okay, so what is this telling us right now? So basically, Ten of Pentacles. Pentacles is your own earth energy, Virgo. In love and romance, this does represent a very happy, secure time in love. Okay, it's a good card as far as you guys being able to work this out and come back together. Financially for you, you might be doing pretty well, because this can represent a financial windfall, financial security for some of you guys. Two of Cups is focusing on the fact that you guys can have unity once again. The love is still here. The compatibility between the two of you. We already had the soulmate card that came through, but there's also the potential for twin flame connections here. The mutual attraction between the two of you is represented with that Two of Cups. For some of you, maybe your person could be water energy. Cups is water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ace of Pentacles. Once again, your own earth energy right there, which is abundance, manifestation. It includes prosperity, money matters. Okay, so again, that could be looking up for my Virgos here. And it does represent a new beginning as well in love and romance. It can represent a solid offer from your masculine, and part of that offer could be stability, security that might have been lacking before. It could be a solid offer of marriage for some of you guys. The yellow rose is in the upright, so friendship, joy, caring, affection, good luck. That good luck could certainly be indicating a very similar vibe to the Wheel of Fortune and the friendship that you guys have built in the connection. You guys had to start off as friends before you were able to turn into lovers, which interestingly enough, that's the next card. Okay? So they still care for you. Your masculine still has so much love and affection for you. And with this Lovers card, it represents deep love, the romance that they want to bring back, the sexual attraction. It's another card that can restore harmony in this partnership. Union, duality, okay? Your values come into alignment. You both want the same things. The Lovers card is a decision, a choice that needs to be made, you know? And clearly they want to come back. Clearly they want to return. It's up to you, of course, Virgo, if you allow them back in, but I kind of have a feeling here that you do want your masculine in your life, and that choice, that decision might ultimately be that, yes, you accept them back in and allow them back into your life, into your heart. There could also be a significance with roses here, yellow roses, pink roses specifically. For some of you guys, this could be young love, okay, someone that you're estranged from. Maybe you guys have known each other since you were really young. This could be high school sweethearts, childhood sweethearts, or you guys have just had a long history since you guys were young. But it's also letting us know that because the word joy is mentioned twice, you make each other happy. This is representing feminine energy in the upright. So my feminines, you make your masculine happy. And they want to be able to bring that back into their life. This is specifically Sagittarius, okay? So this is... It's interesting because quite a few of these cards mention the word harmony. Two of Cups, the Lovers, and now the Temperance card mentioning harmony, restoring harmony in this partnership. Just the need for patience for all of these things to unfold because you're masculine, letting you know, I'm just doing what I have to do right now, so let them do it. And you need to focus on you in the meantime. But this is one of those cards that does indicate a possible reconciliation. And then you've got this amazing energy of the Chariot, Cancer specifically for some of you guys. So, you know, right now, you just have to have patience. There's nothing going on perhaps in the meantime. But when this Chariot comes in, that's where the movement is. That is what's letting you know that you guys can actually overcome the challenges of this partnership, whatever they are, and have a very triumphant outcome in this love story. I love it. That is what's presenting itself there. So let's go ahead and add to this with some cards from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Virgo. What else do we need to know here? All right, let's see. Let's see. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. We have Ripped. Okay, this could represent your masculine here. I've never known the kind of love that could break me open to such depth of emotion, passion, and feelings until you came into my life, knowing that we belong together and yet unable to bring desire and my dreams into reality. For now, okay? Because clearly there's some work that needs to be done here and more healing perhaps. And it goes on to say, it breaks my heart into a billion shattered pieces. But they could have also been responsible for why they broke their own heart. You know, by hurting you perhaps, feminine, they ended up hurting themselves or just hurt by the overall experience of a breakup. We do have Lost and Found here. You've always been my guiding light when I'm worried, sad, overwhelmed, uncertain, scared, anxious, depressed, confused. You're always there to help me find my way through this maze called life. I'd be lost without you, and I'm forever grateful that my path led me to you. You see, they're very grateful regardless of where you guys are at on this journey in the meantime. So you guys might be lost for now, but you can find your way back to each other. We also have Chosen. You are the one that I want to walk through my days and nights with, the one that occupies every second of my everyday. Please hold my hand forever and never let me go. Oh my goodness. So that's where your masculine is at, feminines. You are the person that they choose. And if you're open to it, they definitely want to come back. That's what's represented here. So let's wrap it up here, guys, with some dialogue messages from my HeartSpace Oracle deck, focusing on your masculine. But if you resonate with any of these messages, you know, take it for how it makes sense. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What is your masculine? What else are they thinking? We are worlds apart, but in my heart, you're right next to me always. You're never far away from their heart. You stimulate my mind, my heart, and my body. I mean, clearly they're still desiring you big time. I don't know what the future has in store for us. All I know is that my life will never be the same without you, which is why I feel they're going to do whatever it takes to handle their own business in the meantime. And when they're ready, they're going to be able to create movement to come towards you, feminine. They want to come back, okay? And it does look like it's going to be a very triumphant reunion. That's what's presenting itself here. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave it. Some really nice messages presenting itself here for you, Virgo, and hopefully whatever part of this resonated with you helps you out. If you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.